When it comes to handrail work, don't get me lying, there is no direction to weld that says you have to weld from bottom to top or top to bottom. It's one of those things that just get a good solid weld on there. Solid. Notice we have bevels somewhere to where we're going to get most joint penetration or complete joint penetration, because we're going to take all of the reinforcement off it when we go to blend it. And there is a good way to blend it. I'll show you that when we get to it. Let's freaking weld something already. 17 volts, 250 on the wire. We're going to go bottom to top, see how that works out for us. Not too bad. It felt a little spicy, like it wanted to dig, but it's filling itself back in, and that's what we want to see. We want to see that depth of penetration. We want to see that dig, but that wire is filling fast enough to fill us up flush. We want to just get right past flush, but we don't want to have a big heavy cap, because then we got to grind more. The hard part about tubing is the fact that it's thin. Now, can we weld this downhill? That's another question. A little bit of an angle issue there. Probably my favorite part about a handrail is the fact that it's mostly just get some weld on there. Now I'm going to just be honest with y'all, I haven't welded self-shifted flux core in a long time. It looks like our downhill weld was very successful. Comparatively speaking to the uphill that had a lot of dig, I think we're going to get plenty of penetration with the downhill. We just need to make sure that every portion of this weld is past flush. We don't want any low points, because then we're going to have a low point in our blend. And the big thing is we don't want any of these big high nuggets on the bottom, because that's going to be more to grind. Our goal with a handrail is to get complete joint penetration, or at least as much penetration as possible with as little reinforcement as possible, so we don't have to do as much grinding as possible. For the rest of these welds, these 5G welds, we're going to run them downhill. And same thing with these saddles. They're probably likely going to be welded downhill. We just want to make solid fusion and be able to grind it off after.